to those two sheriffs that were on the phone together. Now he's in deposition. Let's see if he can tell the truth. Let's go.
Is verbally challenging officers' legal interpretations protected First Amendment activity?
Yes.
Whoa.
Were you aware that officers released plaintiffs from both incidents after? Were you aware that officers released plaintiffs from both incidents?
Yes.
Did you consider whether pursuing charges might chill protected First Amendment activities?
I'm sorry?
Did you consider whether pursuing charges against plaintiffs might chill protected First Amendment activities?
I don't think it would affect First Amendment at all.
Okay, so arresting somebody for felony offenses, you don't know if that might give pause as to whether or not they'll continue filming police officers?
Objection form.
No, it doesn't.
Was the decision to pursue charges motivated? Well, let me back up. Do you consider the plaintiffs to be First Amendment auditors?
Well, I knew Brandon and Melanie. I don't know the other two.
Okay, but at least two of them you identified as First Amendment auditors.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's your definition of a First Amendment auditor?
Objection.
Just individuals that go to mainly to police departments, but they do go to other government entities, and they just I don't know. They just film the incidents that are occurring in the office.
Was the decision to pursue charges motivated in any part by plaintiffs?
That was dumb. He knows what they do.
Being First Amendment auditors.
They go to.
No, sir.
Was the decision influenced by plaintiffs' YouTube channels or prior activity?
No.
Did you consider whether pursuing felony charges might deter others from filming police?
No, because if the district attorney would have said no, there wouldn't have been any charges. The district attorney is the one that directed these charges.
Yeah, we know that. We just want to make sure you understand that.
Have you ever pursued similar
said.
charges against individuals who are not filming?
Engaging, and yes, there's been other charges of engaging.
About engaging in organized criminal activity for retaliation?
Yes, there has been.
Okay, what circumstance was that?
I don't know. I know I'll be honest, during the interrogatories and stuff like that, I looked and
well, I know there was some prior testimony about a organized criminal activity concerning a theft ring. I guess an ATV theft ring. Does that sound familiar?
not off the top of my head.
But sitting here today, you can't recall another time you pursued charges of engaging in organized criminal activity with the underlying offense being retaliation.
Can I clarify that?
Sure.
Are you asking me personally or as the chief of my department?
For the department.
I don't know specifically with my department.
Oh, you don't? You're the chief. That was the most dumbest question. He said, do you need me? Like me personally? Or the department? Well, let's see. You're the chief. So, both? You're the chief? You personally did it? You're responsible for your men? Everything runs through you? Everything rises and falls on you? Well, what part does he not understand, chief of police? You could tell this guy doesn't, he knows that he just wants to get out of that seat. They make him sit.
Are you aware that probable cause requires individualized suspicion for each individual?
Yes.
Other than the T. Cole, police academy training, what training, well, let me ask it this way. What training does the city provide to its officers concerning the constitutional limitations to arrests?
I don't know of any formal training off the top of my head.
Wow. Okay.
Other than, you mentioned the spot checking with the lieutenant for like police reports. What review process exists to ensure arrest warrants are supported by probable cause?
When the lieutenant spot checks a report, he looks at the whole report. Those affidavits are scanned into the report as well.
Okay, so is he reviewing those affidavits before it's presented to a judge?
No, sir.
So his review only comes after it's presented to a judge?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there's actually not a review process of the arrest warrants before they go to the judge?
Yeah. Yes, you're correct. Yes.
Okay.
What training does Livingston?
This guy, if you remember the recording, he said, well, right now we're working on felony charges on this guy, on both of these guys that came through here, Yeah, what we're just going to do, every time they pop their head up, we're just going to go in. We just start snatching them up and press charges on them. Every time they show up, they'll stop coming around. I mean, this guy was talking big, but he didn't know he didn't realize that phone call that he made was going to get out, and it was going to be part of the YouTube channel. And so, yeah, he's not talking big now.
The police department provide to its officers concerning the drafting of arrest affidavits?
When we appoint or promote someone to detective, they are basically put in type of an FTO type program to where they're working with the other detectives, and the other detectives will train them on how to do that.
Is that an FTO program that's internally developed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is that something that you put together?
Yes. I can't say how. I don't remember how it started. It's just been that way.
Okay, so it's just basically a left seat, right seat situation, or like mentorship coaching.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Is there a formal guide or process for the FTO program, or is it just, hey, come and watch me?
The formality, of course, a lot of times the detectives will train with the judges. I'm not sure if that's what you're asking. They will, a lot of our judges are attorneys, and like our magistrate now as an attorney, and they will get direction from her as well on how to.
You realize that a lot of these cops, and what you learn a lot in these depositions, is they learn as they go. They literally don't have much training for cops. They do that 6 weeks or something, which is less than a barber training. And then they put on a suit, they put on the badge, they get a gun, they get a car. I mean, think about this for a minute. They are given a lot of power. And most of these young, and then to top it off, that like the cherry on top that makes a situation not bad, but worse, you're talking about 22, 23-year-old, 24-year-old men and women that most of them are still virgins, and let's be real, or never even had a girlfriend per se, because most of them are nerds. And anybody who really wants to be a cop is somebody that has a vendetta against life itself, or has a huge ego problem. And they have, what's scary, to end it all, to layer it all up and tighten it in a nice little bow, is even if you're these guys, they don't know the law. So they make I'm gonna tell you what happened. These body cams have exposed hundreds of bad cops. And that's good. I mean, the police departments right now are losing police officers 2 to 3 a month. They are going through police officers like there's a huge thing right now that police departments are really short on recruits because nobody wants to be a police officer. You got to be crazy to be a police officer today. There was a time where they were killing them. They were shooting them a couple of years ago. Listen, guys, and I believe it's because of the training that they don't. And you can't help it though. This is the chief of police. The last one I seen, he didn't even know the Miranda rights. He even asked what that was. He says, "Well, when you read somebody's rights," and he kind of looked at him and he's like, "Okay, it's been a while." And the auditor said, and the guy doing the interview said, "What do you mean it's been around?" He's like, "How long you been a cop?" He's like, 30. He literally said 31 years. He's like, "You don't know the Miranda rights?" And he's like, and he's like, "You have the right to remain silent." And he's like, "Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah." He didn't know the Fourth Amendment. He didn't know. I mean, it's sad. And I'm not joking. This is real. These are real interviews.
Draft these complaints.
Is there some kind of like checklist or anything to go through?
No.
See what I mean? No checklist, nothing.
Prior to someone being in a position to draft arrest warrant affidavits, are they evaluated?
The officers?
Yes.
Yes, they're all evaluated.
Okay. They're evaluated specifically on drafting affidavits?
No. No.
You're thinking evaluation like quarterly.
He doesn't
annual.
know what he's talking about.
Okay, but only certain officers in the department are drafting affidavits, correct?
Yes.
And that's the detectives?
Yes.
Okay, so are these detectives evaluated on the proper way of drafting affidavits?
No. That's no.
If I'm having a problem with a detective, our magistrate will call me and tell me their affidavits are not correct. I tell the lieutenant, or even the magistrate will call the lieutenant and says, okay, they need to start working on their affidavits. I guess that's what you're asking. I don't know.
Let me circle back. Had you had any issues from any magistrates or anybody concerning how Middleton has drafted affidavits?
No, sir. I don't. No.
You
Okay, how about Barker?
just said they did.
So back to what I was asking. Before an individual is determined to be a detective, right?
Okay.
Because detectives are the ones that draft affidavits.
Yes.
So before they are given that ability to draft affidavits, is there some kind of evaluation process to make sure the detectives know how to properly draft affidavits?
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Okay.
I
So
think I understand.
let me ask it this way. So officers have to qualify on their firearm every, 6 months, every year?
Yes.
Okay. And you don't just hand a police officer a firearm and say, all right, now you got a firearm, right? There's a evaluation process that they know how to use it, how to fire it, right?
Yes.
Does something similar exist specific to arrest affidavits?
Yes. The detective that's training him will review his affidavits.
Okay, is this something that the detective just doing the training will do on their own, or is there some kind of formal policy or process that exists?
I don't know about formal. It is definitely our practice, though. It always has been.
Okay, so ultimately it depends on the detective's coaching and training of that individual.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
This guy can't answer.
Yeah, I didn't mean to make it confusing.
You're not making it confusing. He's trying to avoid
What
No, we don't have no training.
does Livingston Police?
'Cause they don't.
What training does the city of Livingston provide to officers concerning Texas identification laws?
none.
Nothing specific.
Okay. Are you familiar with Texas Penal Code 38.02?
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand when does that individual have to identify themselves?
I know once they've been arrested, they have to give their name, date of birth, and residence. If they're being detained, then if they give false information, then they've committed an offense. Also, down in the statute, it also addresses when you're stopped on traffic violations.
He goes
that you
around
have to present your
and
driver's
around.
license to the officer.
And that traffic violation, that's a new change as of 2023, correct?
I believe so, yes, sir.
Okay, that didn't exist in 2022.
That,
If you don't know, that's fine.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
You don't know
so when an
nothing.
individual is just detained, is there a requirement that they have to identify themselves?
No, sir.
They don't like these guys are law scholars. They don't like talking to them because cops don't know the law. They don't care to know the law either.
Are you aware of whether the department has previously arrested individuals for filming police?
No, they have not.
No, they have not. You were just talking about arresting them. You were just talking about arresting them. And how you guys were tired of
Why,
it.
back on the press release, why did you decide to do a press release?
Our department was just getting bombarded with phone calls from all over the nation of other auditors threatening
That's
the
right.
department, the officers, of just harassment and
That's right.
my dispatch.
Not harassment.
And so
Checking you.
at that point, I felt it was more appropriate as the chief of police that I put the pressure.
Well, chief of police, I'm the one that did the stupid. I was the one talking dumb. That's why. Yeah, and we the people responded, and that's the only time you guys, these cops, listen, man, is when we get together, because you know what, we the people, we have power, and that's why we need to continue to push this narrative. The police departments, there needs to be a reformness. We need to reform the police department. It needs to be rebutted. There needs to be a whole cleansing in every department in every city. There's just, they don't know. They need to be reschooled. The ones that don't know, the laws, that can't even, quote the Constitution, that they take an oath to. How can you take an oath to something you don't know? How can you protect something or stand up for something you have no understanding of? You can't. And so when you don't have it, you can't protect it. And that's why our rights are always the first to go out the door, because you're not concerned about the Constitution. You're concerned about your feelings, your emotions, and, these young punk police officers that are out there on steroids. Let's be honest.
Out other than one of the detectives or something, which I traditionally do. That's why I wear a uniform.
This guy don't go to the
Chief,
streets.
my prior
He
chief
sits at a
never did that.
desk.
I believe that as the chief of police, I should put myself out there first.
Okay. Did you review any of the body-worn camera footage prior to releasing that press release?
No. Just say no.
I don't know.
Did you direct any policy changes after these incidents?
No. Of course not.
I've had many policy changes, not relating to this, but I've had many policy changes, yes.
Okay, but nothing specific that transpired out of these incidents?
No, sir.
Okay. Did you ever order or conduct the review of the officer's conduct of these incidents?
No, sir.
Of course not. They didn't do nothing wrong.
Do you believe the department needs specific policies for handling encounters with individuals who film police?
No.
Do you believe that your officers require any additional training concerning individuals who film police?
No, sir.
Okay. Until he gets sued.
Do you have any concerns that officers might violate the rights of individuals who film police in future encounters?
No, I don't.
Have you discussed these incidents with the city manager or city
See,
council?
this is ego. See, now this is the ego. Here's his
The city
ego.
manager, yes,
Okay.
not council.
Okay, was that a discussion with city manager to just provide summary, or was it to evaluate whether any changes might be needed?
No, it's
Just a
strictly
summary.
a summary, just informative.
Okay. Did the city manager direct you to do anything as a result of that discussion?
No, he did not.
You doing good so far?
Oh, I'm good.
You mentioned that you have some kind of third party company that creates the policies or drafts the policies for the police department. Do you recall that?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
What?
Who approves that contract?
City management.
Okay, so that didn't concern you or involve you?
What do you mean?
Objection form.
Okay, I'm the one that, I signed the bill, but ultimately, city manager.
Okay, so you said, hey, city manager, we found this company to do X, Y, and Z.
Yes.
Okay. What's the requirement for your officers to review those policies?
We have what's called, they're mandated, while they're in their FTO, when we first hire them, they have to go through each individual policy and they have to acknowledge each policy.
Okay, so listen, we know this guy. He's not gonna confess anything. He's not gonna say much. I wanted to just give you guys a little bit about this guy. This guy is the one that just ran his mouth talking about blah blah blah. You know, we're gonna every time these auditors pop their head up, we're gonna arrest them. We're gonna put some felony warrants out for their arrest. They were sitting there, him and another chief of police, which is on my page. You can see it. This is part 2. Same pictures. Just one says, the first one's just, about these clowns. That's what it says. These clowns on here. Police clowns. And you'll see it. Chief of police conspiring against citizens. And then it's same thing, same picture, but it says part 2 on it. These guys were conspiring with one another, thinking what they could do to set these guys up. Now he's talking a whole different game. A whole different game. We're going to close in just a minute.
Then we have what is called daily training bulletins, which are periodically put out by the lieutenant. And then the sergeant will oversee that, and they take it's kind of a cursory little test of multiple choice test on each individual policy, where they're given scenarios and how does this policy apply to that.
Okay. Are there any daily bulletins that were provided concerning First Amendment auditors?
No.
Okay. How about the right to open carry firearms?
I don't remember any.
Okay. Who determines what the daily bulletins are going to be?
Lexi Paul sends them to us randomly, and then the lieutenant sends them out.
Okay, so that's not something that's internally developed then?
No.
Okay.
So it comes
What
for you.
mechanisms exist to ensure that the officers are following policies?
You do.
Sergeants, we have periodic reviews on the individual's officer's conduct. The sergeants will then report to the lieutenant.
And then to you, right?
That's how kind of our balance is.
And to you.
Have you had any issues with officers failing to follow
He won't
policies?
say himself, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Any of the defendants?
This guy can't answer
There
anything.
was a
It's
incident
like
a number of years ago with Scott
he looks
Paskey.
That was the
confused.
2012 one.
Yes.
Anything more recent?
Not that I recall. No, sir.
Okay. What consequences exist for officers who violate department policies?
Everything from verbal warnings all the way to termination.
Okay, that's within your lieutenant's discretion.
No, he only recommends what disciplinary action, then it comes to me.
Okay, so it's your discretion.
Yes.
Okay.
It said it was him. He just wouldn't say it. Okay, I'm done. I'm done, chat. And I know you don't want to sit here and hear this guy. If you watch the video, watch part 1, and then watch part of this, or just that's why I only wanted to take a couple pieces out of this, because these depositions can be long and you know what I mean. I just wanted to focus on Fourth Amendment, what he was talking about. So I went to that part. We did that part. And then the rest of the stuff about policies, procedures, things that they do, I'm not concerned with, because we know they don't follow them. They don't follow their own procedures and policies. You know that, and I know that. I want to thank you for always supporting. I want to thank you for always ringing that bell. And I want to thank you for all the new people that joined this week, man. I want to welcome you to the family. And listen, man, our first 500, we're going to be, the first 500 that sign up, we're going to be part of a very special family. We're going to do something very special for you guys. When we hit that 1,000, man, my first 5,000 are going to go on that list, baby. And you're going to have to remind me, some of you that get close to that 500, let me know that you're part of that 5. Love you guys. Listen, man, ring the bell. Always remember, when you start to watch the video, please let them follow through, so YouTube do not give us any crap. They have so many new changes. They're just trying to take from us. Don't let them do that. The way you support us, it's free by simply just ringing the bell, being part of the family. Love you guys, man. Let's have a great night. Have a good evening.